there and go to the practice day and feel everything out. And the car reacts to everything we do really well, so I think we can be okay with it.
Let's get back to the action real quick. Matt Field versus Rhys Millen. Matt Field is actually leading as the higher qualified driver. That car has a V8 that was tuned by Black Track's Performance up in NorCal. Matt Field with a good run on the bank coming through the power alley.
Yeah, he's putting
through that
back end
transition,
right
staying off the wall, which has been eating cars left and right. Back transitions again on that inner clipping point and finishes the course. Definitely a lot more smoke from Millen. Some pretty good angle and pretty good follow from Millen. No major mistakes from either driver that I really saw.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I think that Matt Field put down a pretty solid run. Millen had a little bit more angle on the bank, as we'll see here. Matt Field's really looking like he's at the end of his power band here through there. That's why he may not be able to have the wheel speed for the smoke. And also coming a little bit shallow off the bank there. Rhys doing a good job following, leaving a little bit of a gap there and then trying to close it throughout here. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job of that. Matt Field having a good transition, and then again seeing that trouble getting around that clip as the following when Rhys is going through there. So I think the judges might also look to see if he went a tire off at the very end near the finish line. It looked like it might have been close, especially being the follow car there.
So we'll see these guys again rearrange these GoPro cameras. Again, Jacob Leviton up here with Chelsea Denofa. Chelsea switching from the straight 6-power turbocharged BMW that you had for the first 4 rounds, and now in the 3-rotor turbocharged car. How different is the power delivery in both cars?
It's a little bit different. My car had a little bit more power and a little bit more torque, but for a smaller window. The rotary has it for almost twice the power band, so it really almost creates like a V8 up top between 4 and like 8,500. So the Garrett turbo makes a lot of power and it gets it through there really, really well down low.
Of course, Rhys Millen running a Garrett turbo himself. Matt Field's going to be chasing him down.
Well, it looks very similar to the lead run here. Very, very close.
Definitely.
Matt Field getting on the wall.
Good angle from both drivers coming through this power alley. Again, able to stay off the wall, which has been very tricky. And Rhys Millen really able to create a big gap after that transition. Tons of smoke. Can barely see Matt Field on your screen as across the finish line. This is an interesting battle. I don't think Matt Field really made any major mistakes, but just didn't have the power to keep up.
Yeah, I think they were probably pretty similar on the bank. The style of the two of them, the gap was pretty similar. Matt Field getting the smooth amount of proximity, not really changing it and not really getting pulled here. Looks like he goes a little bit wider and gets on the wall a little bit closer here, and that might have hurt him getting through the power alley here. You see him go a little bit shallow here to catch up, but it also winds up hurting him here because he's losing the speed through the last few turns. So I think it's going to be close, but I think I'm going to have to lean towards Millen, depending on that tire off to see if that was a problem as well.
So it might be a win for your Turbo by Garrett teammate.
It could be. It could be. It's funny because the turbo car here has about 200 more horsepower than the V8, so it's interesting.
Definitely not what we're used to seeing. Usually the turbocharged cars are kind of feel underpowered, but I feel like going into this weekend, that balance of power has kind of shifted with, Kato increasing his power with the turbo, Yoshioka bumping up his power. Seeing Rhys Millen here getting the win on his